Because coming up, I believe we have another big game away from home. I can't remember who that's against. So, let me just look at the schedule. So, Cosenza in 5th away from home at Crackers. There we go. Matera at home. That's what it was. It's not the away game. It's Matera at home. So, as you can see, we're in great form. We are, what's that? 7, 8 wins in a row. Hopefully we can keep that pushing on. We're down to the last sort of remnants of the season already. But we will be back with that Matera game in just a moment. And then that leaves us 5 games. And I'll play those off camera and we'll pick up with an end of season report in the next video. Looking at the summer transfer window and what happened this season. If we do only make it to the playoffs and we get to a playoff final, then that will be in the next video as well. But for now, I will see you in a moment for that next home game. Okay guys, we're back just to see a little bit. We had the youth candidates in, so I kind of got distracted for a little bit. Leicester City have just won the Premier League, which is insane. It's a football manager type achievement all on its own there. I mean, I've won the title with Swansea in the Premier League before. To see it happen in real life to a club like Leicester is mind-bogglingly crazy, but also fantastic. But yeah, youth candidates come in. We've got 2 good candidates. I've put them both on 3-year youth deals. We've got what looks to be a decent young striker, Sandro Ballerini. Not great physicals, but a couple of decent mentals, good dribbling and finishing. So I'm happy enough to see him. He's only 5'8", but we're not looking for someone who's a beast in the air. And then we've got Venerando Aprile, another guy with like a very high forehead, receding hairline. These youngsters obviously seen some stress in their lives. High determination, good physicals, pretty decent mentals as well for a 16-year-old. And passing and tackling, so someone who can play out on that right sort of side of the field quite well. So I'm pretty excited over this guy. I think he's got good positioning. He's got good positional skills, including positioning, but a couple of really nice things. He's got good potential, and he is highly determined. So the striker may or may not make it at the club. But Aprile, I believe, should. The rest of them I have set to be released. I just don't believe that they're good enough. So let's just move these guys up into the under-18s. And we'll be back with that game as it comes in. Okay guys, we are back in this game here. We're at home to Matera, who are up in 5th, and if results go our way, we can seal a promotion, or not a promotion, sorry, I don't like what they're doing early. I do not like what they're doing early on. Let's move to control. We can get one of the playoff places. So Bombage. I mean, I don't know why that was so high. If I flick those there, hopefully that won't be too crazy. But Bombagi scores a goal. Khalil seemed to either put it across the box or try a shot which got pushed out to Bombagi at the far post. But Francesco Bombagi, in both the big games that we've seen today, he has got both goals so far. So, yeah, we look like we're playing okay. And there's a Ghazi. Bombagi. Sitani can't get there. Come on. Let's go win this ball back. Oh, Alonso. That should have been a goal. That should have been a goal. So yeah, that's kind of what we're all about. We win the ball back. We quickly recycle it, looking at those little angles into space. And once it gets to that front four, it's really just about them sort of interplaying between each other and seeing where the ball can go. Now, we are looking decent here, but so are they, which is probably more of a worry. That's a terrible ball. Oh. Yeah, that was a terrible, terrible ball up towards CC up front. I do have a little bit of news as well. I was going to talk about it during the game, which is, you know, just little interesting at the moment. Hold on, let's see. Calm down, CC. Encourage, calm, concentrate, calm, concentrate, calm. Lovely. So yeah, a little bit of news. The game was, in case the game was a bit slow, I did have a couple of pieces of news. This is an exciting game, but we'll touch on it briefly and maybe a little bit more in the next video. But we have released our captain, Tseko. He has left the club. He would not agree a new contract for less time or less money. So we've paid him off. He is gone. Come on, Brusque again. And CC is our new captain. He steps up from vice captain to captain. And Rossetto is now a assistant. Go on, Alonso. Bustos! Yes! Oh, Bustos, look at him. Even when he scores goals, he's taking players out. He's a big, tough man there. So Bombagi and Bustos, the double Bs. Keeper keeping a clean sheet as well. And Bruscagin out wide has been pretty decent as well. Possibly our best defender to date. Very impressed with him playing at left back. So Bustos Gali. Let's see then. Bustos. Certainly calm down. You've just been booked. You scored a goal. We're 15 minutes over half time. Don't you dare. Don't you dare kick anybody. You're playing well. You scored a goal. Bombagi. Oh, CC. One moment the keeper could not put it either side of him. That was a nice little move. That's kind of a bit better sort of example of what the tactics are all about. The attacking midfield trio will basically roam. The two wide players will get into space where they can. And the central one, Risotto, will normally try and sort of find a little bit of space and see if they can get something going. Ferrario, please, Ferrario, no. Assertively calm down. And there's Risotto. Bruscagin to Bombagi. Khalil inside. Bustos, look at this. Beautiful example of what we do and how we do it. And there's the vice captain. A shot from distance. Andrea Risotto. And he grabs our third goal of the game. And this is more what we've been playing like all season. I'm glad that we're finally able to show that to you, because the previous videos you've seen games in, and this video you saw the earlier game, they were nothing like this. Alonso Risotto is 4-0 before half-time. And in terms of goal scoring, this might be our best performance of the season. A first half where we've pretty much put them to bed. So everyone's having a good game. The front four having an excellent game. Risotto, Bombagi and Khalil are looking confident. The rest are looking calm. Having Bustos there with less match sharpness than I'd like, and yellow card and everything, I think the safe bet there is Musaki to come on. I think Ferrario, even though he's at the back, I believe that would be a better one to wait on, and then bring in young Luperto. But yeah, passionate, very pleased with that, boys. Very, very pleased with that. Assertively, a lot more to come from you, Musashi. You've not been playing very well recently, so I need Gianluca to really step up now and play some good football in this second half. We've been on control. I'd say even moving to defensive might be good, because we're 4-0 up. We don't really need to score more goals. We just need to keep frustrating them and maybe provide a little bit of protection to that back line on Ferrario until he comes off in the next quarter of an hour or so. So a bit more of a boring second half. Musashi looking complacent. I don't like that, so we're going to look to concentrate, but we're going to shout at Musashi. I'm going to tell all the boys to keep concentration levels up. But Musashi, I don't like complacency. I am not going to accept it in my team, so let's hope that will aid him and stop any mistakes from coming out. Time just ticking along a little bit here. Now I'd love to get a clean sheet as well, because I don't think we've been really good at the back for a while. Normally when we score a lot of goals, we'll concede one or two, and it kind of takes the edge off things for me. So a nice clean sheet with goals up front and the entire front four getting involved with assists and goals, I think will be a really, really nice thing to have. At the moment, Risotto, of course, 2 goals from the assistant captain, having a storming game. And Khalil deserves a goal. He did have one good chance. He did. And there's a booking on their side. And he's just been taken off, so we'll give it a couple of minutes. Carreta is warned. Okay, so it's just a couple of minutes, and then we're going to go into the opposition instructions. They've made a sub. So Carreta now, we're going to match up with the other winger. I do like to keep things fairly symmetrical. We're also going to make sure that right midfielder marked by the left back, left midfielder being marked by the right back, and yeah, he's on 80%. Let's get Ferrario off the pitch. Let's get Luperto in there. And as for the third substitution, who's looking the tiredest? At the moment it's Bombagi. He's having a storming game though. Do we really want to take him off for Falcone? Maybe not yet. We'll look at that in about 5-10 minutes, I think. I do like to vary up when I do my changes and positions as well. So we've got a midfielder off, we've got a centre back off. So I'll be looking for one of my attack-minded players next. So we'll just see if anybody gets really tired up front. Any of those trio of attacking midfielders really dips to about 73, 72. Then I'll look to pull them off the field. It's probably going to be Bombagi. He looks a little bit more tired than the other players, but yeah, there we go. 71.5 minutes gone. Bombagi, who's played really, really well for us. No, that is definitely not the move I wanted to make. We're going to have Fabiani there. Risotto moves out on to this flank. Khalil becomes our shadow striker. And the big man becomes a target man support. Fabiani up front. So, calm. Seemed deep in thought. Not a great reaction there, but like I say, this is more about protecting our lead and injecting a little bit more condition into our midfield. So you've got Musashi and Khalil there to do a little bit more running. Luperto gets rid of the yellow card in defence. It's about limiting the chances that your opposition teams can come back at you for any reason. Red cards, injuries, tiredness, complacency. Now, the subs are always going to be looking complacent when they come on. So, as well, I'm just going to ask them all to concentrate. And for the last 5-10 minutes as well, as soon as we get control, I need to pause the game before I can actually change these options when I'm speeding it up though. We're going to move from defensive to control. We're going to take that pressure away from the back line and just try and keep the ball up front, which Fabiani should also be able to help us. So the fittest players we've got are doing the bulk of the work towards the end of the game. That should give us a little bit more of a chance of keeping this clean sheet and keeping things tight enough at the back. Now, this is a good team. This is a top 5 team that we're up against, but we took them apart first half. Second half's all about game management, time management, and ball management. So, don't put ourselves in bad positions. Keep control of the ball as much as possible, and just make sure that we're doing what we can to get that ball in the right areas without forcing things too much. Khalil has a shot. That would have been a lovely way to round things off. But, yeah, Gili at the back again, Alonso in midfield. Risotto stealing the show with those 2 goals. One fantastic goal. So, calm. Very, very nice. Fabiani looks stressed. That was the wrong team talk. That was the wrong team talk. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, boys, beautiful. Oh, I nearly messed that up really badly. I really nearly did. So we're 4 points up at the top. Look at that. Ischia take a win, a 1-0 win over Catanzaro. This big win now pushes us up well into the lead in the league table, and Calcio Catania in Serie A CC, the club CC with the captain and league goal scorer CC. I mean, things are going well. Things are going well. So I'm just going to praise these players for the game. Rest them up now for the next game as well. Make sure I don't misclick anything. There, I think Khalil now is definitely a key player. It's about time that we put Risotto as well on key players. And that'll do it, guys. That will do it for now. So I hope that you've enjoyed. I hope that this is a little look at where we're going as a club. If you do have any advice, any players that in Italy that come up on free transfers at the end of the first season, I'd be very, very interested to see exactly what we can do there. Because I think in Serie B, we've got a good squad already. I do think we need a few more members just to help it out. And I'm not sure how good we are going to be in that division. But overall, I think we're setting up quite well. I've signed some youngsters. Like I say, I did get rid of De Seco. I have also got rid, because of a long-term injury, of Oyeyu at the back. So we've taken 2 old players on big contracts off. I believe that actually pulls us. Yeah, we got a little bit more wage budget. I couldn't really get too much. But now look at that, we're nearly 10,000 under it, which is crazy. So let's see if we can get. No, we're not going to be able to get any finances or be able to build anything. Okay, so we can't even get an affiliate club. We are 700,000 in the hole. They did put 800,000 into the club, or was it? I think it was over 800. It was around that mark they put into the club to help with running costs. That's the 3rd time this season. Without them, we would be in terrible shape financially. But yeah, we're still 700,000 in the hole. We got 4 million, nearly 4.5 in profit so far. We've got 500,000 in one player sale, plus a lot of players out on loan at the end of the season. If they come back to us, we can win Serie B. Excuse me. If we sell them, we can have the finances to help cover our debts. I'm not sure which way. I think I'd rather sell them because I think I'm building a good squad here. We've also got a lot more young players to come in as well. There's a couple of interesting players along the way that I've managed to sign. We'll take a look at them going forward. I think I've added in a new one. Motta, I think, was the most impressive. Yeah, 20 determination. He's a young left back that I think will provide balance with that good young right back that came through our youth academy. So, amateur contract, free transfer, high determination, bit of potential. So I'm about to re-scout all these players because I only got a brief scouting report. So I'm going to get a monthly scouting report on everybody that's on our transfer list. That is another thing that we do need to look at moving forward, is our shortlist. And I say all these players here. So Gomes and Sam, let's get rid of those. Let's stick with Italian. Assign scout, scouting pool, and we're going to watch them for a week. Just to see if we can't get any better on here. So we got a nice mix here of players. A couple of really good sort of players for the first team that might improve the spine. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get those. And then a few more youngsters that we can really build with going forward. So we'll see how that turns out. But hopefully we'll be back for the next video. We're looking on course for the title. So do you think we're going to do it? Are we going to fall off? Are we on an unsustainable run? Excuse me for the dogs. But yeah, guys, I'm probably going to have to split this up into 2 videos. They'll both go up at the same time, though. So, until next time, I've been Chris Orme. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. Click the thumbs up if you are, and share it with your friends. But until next time, guys, take care of each other, and I'll see you soon.